Are you ready for another year? What does that question even mean? Like, is there an option to not be ready? No, it's coming. Actually, it's here. Whether you're ready or not. So, figure it out. Really though, that question was kind of rhetorical, but at the same time, it's something we can think on. Do you do anything to set yourself up for success at the beginning of a year? My approach to the year ahead will be a bit different than it usually is. I have goals. I always do. This isn't what's different. But I should clarify that I never set resolutions. I set goals. Resolutions are just invitations to disappointment. You got the stereotypical resolutions like, I'm going to get in shape this year, or I'll be on my phone less starting on January 1st. But by the second week of January, you justify skipping leg day at the gym because you lost an hour of your morning scrolling on TikTok before you even lifted your head off the pillow. Goals are different. They seem more substantial to me, more tangible. As long as you keep your goals realistic, they give you something to work toward all year long. What are you going to work on this year? What did you work on last year? Did you get to where you're trying to get to? I had a hard year last year for a bunch of reasons, some of which you already know if you watch my videos regularly. So there's no need to go over all that again here. This video isn't about how hard things were for me last year. It's about how, despite having a difficult year, I stay optimistic for the year ahead. I'm trying to keep more control this year. I'll focus on the things I can actually control. In the cases where I had a well thought out plan but still came up short last year, it's not that I set unreasonable expectations. It's just that some of those expectations relied on an element of luck. Like I needed to put in work here or there, which I believe I did. But the work didn't necessarily lead directly to the desired outcome. The work had to be done, but in order to get where I wanted to get to, I also had to rely on things that were just a little bit out of my control. Sometimes you can do the work, but you'll still need a few things to kind of swing your way. I talked about luck in a bit of detail in another video from last year. I talked about how luck isn't purely random. If you set yourself up for it, fortune might find you. It might not, but one thing for sure is that if you don't put in the work, the odds of things just randomly falling into place for you get a lot longer. So even if it seems like things didn't go my way last year, I'll continue to do the work. And there's a lot of work to do this year. I am a Newfoundlander who loves Newfoundland with everything that I am. But I've spent the vast majority of this past year very far from home. And ironically, or maybe not, I would have traded just about anything to have avoided my most recent return, but it was a return that was necessary. It was a tough year. When it comes to Newfoundland, I hope that this coming year will look very different for me, but I don't have full control over the factors that can turn that hope into reality. I hope I can find a way to spend more time in Newfoundland this year, but for now that's just a hope. I can't make it a firm goal yet because right now, I don't have a clear roadmap to follow to realize that hope. Now, I didn't mean to poke fun there a little while ago. If a new year gives you the spark to get off the couch and into the gym, that's admirable. Do it. Don't mind me. If you genuinely strive for a little less screen time starting on January 1st, go for it. Me personally, I set goals, not resolutions, sure, like I said. But if a New Year's resolution works for you, who cares what some dingus on YouTube says about that? I didn't cross the finish line on any of my goals for last year, not one. So what the hell am I jabbering on about anyway? And what am I going to do different this year? Well, I'm aiming for some small, but in their own way, significant wins this year. My current to-do list includes tasks that I have full control over. Tasks where the work doesn't hopefully lead to some different outcome, but where completing the work itself is the outcome. I'm finally going to read Infinite Jest. My brother gave me that book for my birthday maybe like 10 years ago. It's a book that has a reputation for being difficult, so I've been putting it off. I'm going to read Gravity's Rainbow and Blood Meridian. If I can get through the year I just had, I can get through a few thick novels that are known to be challenging. They're all sitting on my bookshelf right now. All I gotta do is pull them down. If I'm not able to conquer these challenges, that'll firmly be on me. What are you going to do to set your year off on the right path? Are you going to swing for the fences, or just try to make contact and put the ball in play? Either option can be good. The only option I don't recommend is sitting this one out. Nothing ever gets better without a little bit of effort and a plan. Happy New Year to you and yours. As always, thanks for watching.